Thanks for that question. So I'm the only candidate on this stage who has experience actually building political will to pass federal legislation. There's a difference between implementing policy unilaterally in an agency and building a coalition to get things done. I mentioned in my opening remarks that I had worked as a human rights advocate in Washington, D.C. We passed several pieces of federal legislation that enforced economic sanctions on the government of Sudan, appropriated hundreds of millions of dollars for UN peacekeeping, and implemented some other policy actions that restricted the movement of the leaders in the government of Sudan. Over the last couple years, I started my own company. I was deployed overseas to Eastern Europe in support of NATO operations just a few weeks before Trump was inaugurated. And in 2017, I returned to San Diego. I was stationed at MCRD San Diego, and it was my first time back in the United States since Trump had been elected. And I knew I wanted to do something to push back against this administration, but because of the Hatch Act, I had to do things that were nonpartisan. So I started my own company that works with progressive organizations to pass their legislative agendas in Washington. And over the last couple of years, I've been part of an effort that mobilizes veterans in conservative and moderate states to be messengers on the environment. Last year, we passed a bill that created 1.3 million acres of new protected wilderness, 6 new national park units, and permanently reauthorized the Land and Water Conservation Fund. That was a bipartisan bill. The president signed it into law. I know how to build diverse coalitions to create space for Republicans to come on board with the issues that matter to us and communicate in a way that involves them. You know, we need to move the needle. That's what governing is. It isn't about just making statements, declarative statements, and hitting each other over the head with our opinions. It's about compromise, not on our values, but on policy so that we actually achieve forward progress on the issues that matter. Thank you.